Preseason Player of the Year, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel great, but it actually makes me want to work harder and be greater than a preseason player of the year.
You know, playing only 10, 11 games last year, and it's almost like you came out of nowhere. What was going on?
I was hungry. I was just waiting for my chance to, explode, and I finally got that chance, and it was history after that.
You set out for the spring game, but you got a chance to look at guys perform, and I know you wanted to be out there. What's it like coming into this practice this year?
Feel like I got a lot to make up, Feel like I got to do better than what I left behind. I'm just trying to work to be stronger, faster. Since I set out trying to recover what I lost.
Last year was last year. I know you're working hard to try to put all that behind you, but you're no longer the person that no one knows about. They know about you. And I know there's the targets on your back. So tell us a little about how they feel about that.
Well, I know one thing. Everybody from the SWAC just seen me run the ball. One thing about this year I want to change up is catching the ball. I want to show the SWAC what they haven't seen before.
Day 3, first day with the shells on. Give us up a little assessment from day 1 to now.
Well, I think the guys came into camp in pretty good shape. So, they picking up the system. The little new ones, we got guys like Runner and Skinner, Fortson, Domino. They picking the system up pretty good because they're in pretty good shape. And the better conditioned guys that their mental mind can key in a lot quicker. But on the whole, before the pads, they decent picking things up. But I got to wait and get a real observation once we really start that hitting and see who really want to get in here and be in this man's game.
You come into Grambling getting a chance to coach the preseason SWAC Player of the Year. Dawrence coming off of over 1,000+ yards. How does that feel for you?
Oh, it feels great. Because fortunately for me, I've been blessed to have a chance of getting some guys that wanted it for themselves. And Dawrence is kind of the same type of guy. He's a self-starter. He's back in the fold again, taking his reps. And when he takes reps, he kind of sets the tempo for the rest of those guys.
Wide receiver, kick return, punt return, Anthony McGhee, transfer. How's it going so far for you?
It's going good. I'm up to speed with a lot of things, faster than I was in the spring. Got down to offense, learning different positions, just trying to bring what I can to the table.
How did the move to Grambling come about?
Certain things didn't work out, I didn't fit into that program that I was in, so God blessed me to end up at Grambling with great coaches and great teammates.
And you're making way through practice pretty well?
Yeah, I was here all summer with Butler. He got us in condition well. The whole team bigger, faster, and stronger, and in great shape, and I think it's going to take us a long way. First
day with shells on, is it different from a little bit without shells?
Oh, yeah, it's a lot different, because you got a little more weight on you. So that's why I say Butler come in great, He got us in physical shape in order for us to carry that weight. So I think, for us overall today, we did pretty well.
I understand that you told, I think it was Cliff Exma, that we're going to win the SWAC championship.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Man, it was a funny story, man. When I first came here, Cliff was one of the first guys I met, man. And he was a real cool dude, and he took me up under his wings, man. And we were just talking over the summer, and we were just texting or whatever. And I told him, and I told Stuck, and I told Driver, and I said, man, I'm going to get y'all a SWAC championship before I leave here. And it was a long road, but we got it.
Okay, you split time with Frank.
Yes, sir.
Both of you guys were real good.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you guys were not so good.
Yes, sir.
That's perseverance for freshman quarterbacks coming into this situation. Tell us what it was like staying on the sidelines sometimes watching Frank play.
Man, I think that was a blessing in disguise. That probably was the best thing that ever happened to me in my football career, man, sitting behind Frank and learning. Because last year I came in, eyes wide open, didn't really know what to expect. And just sitting behind Frank and watching him play real well, man, was just a huge learning experience, and it made good for me.
Came into the Mississippi Valley game.
Yes, sir.
Didn't play the entire game.
Right.
Your number was called. Tell us about that. Take us back to that.
I just try to stay ready, man. And when my number was called, I knew I was going to eventually play during the game, just the way the course of the game was going. And eventually, I got my number called, and I went in there and just did what I had to do. Threw it to the great Mario coaches. They've been talking about the way it feels to win a championship, and when I was little, I was around here. My dad was winning championships, and just to get that feeling again, man, it was a great feeling, man. It was a real good feeling. I was really more happy for the seniors than I was myself. I didn't feel like I played a good game, so I was just happy to get out there with the win for the seniors, man. It really was for the seniors.
How was your workout over the summertime?
Oh man, we got the best strength coach in the country, man, and he worked out butt off over there on that field over there, and I believe it was great. It helped me out tremendously.
Okay, you got Mario's gone, Dawrence is back, you got your O-line with another year, yourself with a new year. What's your expectations for this year?
Better than it was last year. I expect our offense to really thrive. Last year, you know, we were still new coaches, new players. We were still trying to. We ain't really hit our pinnacle of the offense until like mid-season. But right now, I expect us to hit the ground running, man, September 1st, and be ready to go.
Okay, first day in Shells. First 2 days you didn't have. What's the difference between no pads and some pads?
Just getting the feel of having it on, man. Once by the first week of the regular season, when school starts, man, it feel weird without them, really, when you start really playing with them every day. So after this day, man, it's real easy. The first day is always the hardest with the pads, but after this day, it's gonna feel like, you know, it's a part of you.
You got some new receivers that you got to get used to. How's it working out with those guys?
Oh, great, man. We work out all season. All the receivers been here over the summer. And so I know all those guys real well. They new, but I know them all real well. And we worked hard over there on that field over the summer, so we should be pretty good.